Hey Pisces, welcome to your reading. If you're new, welcome guys. To my lovely loyal subscribers, welcome back. Let's see what we have for you guys. So, magical space clearing time. We have working too hard here. Okay, it was reversed. So if you haven't been working, I feel like some of you are about to get some sort of work, some sort of income here. Angel of time. Okay, so magical space clearing time with the two little witches there, and sweet memories. Okay, dried fairy, dried flower fairy, two little witches, and angel of time. So there is this sweet memory aspect to it. Whether it's somebody you know coming in or have been waiting for, or somebody new. Sometimes when we're, trying to find a relationship or look for love or want somebody to return to us, sometimes it's a little bit harder for it to come to us, okay? So if that's the case, you've been working too hard there and you need to let what's meant to be. Some of you, let's just say you're entertaining people who you don't want to be with in a relationship. We've got to make space for what we want to come into our life, okay? I definitely feel like somebody has this memory of love that is from the past. There's no way getting around to this, but it is a good memory. So it means that you've been working hard to let go of any negative memories that you may have had about a past partner here. But don't work too hard, right? Because we don't want to maybe forget things that we've learned from a situation. I never say forgive and forget. I say remember and recover, right? So even if we do want to move forward with somebody we have sweet memories with, we remember, we recover, and we hopefully take it forward in a different direction. That's for those who want it, okay? For those who don't, I definitely feel like if you want somebody new to come into your life, we've got to make space. I don't know if you guys, how long you've been with the channel. If you remember, I started a jar for a wedding, and married now, but I started a jar saying, I was just manifesting my wedding. Completely, it works completely. I want to add to it, but it just works, right? When we make the space for what we want, we clear our drawer. If we want somebody to move in with us, we buy a bigger bed, we make space, right? And that's what I want you guys to do. But this angel of time comes with a message. I feel like the time is getting closer. You've been working hard here, and the time is getting closer. Often we'll then go through a period of rest when nothing's happening. So you could think, well, nothing's going on in my life, and this could be why this was reversed. So I'm just waiting and nothing's happening and worrying. In that case, it's saying, look, you're thinking about it too much. You've got to take it as far as you can, let the divine do the rest, and let what's meant to be. Because what's meant for you won't pass you by. What you've worked for, the seeds you've planted, won't pass you by. It needs time to grow. Harvest time. It's now harvest season. But it's saying things take time. And there is a period of time where rest and rejuvenation is just as important as the work. So if we're not doing anything during this time, don't worry. Or if nothing's happening in your romantic life at this time, don't worry. Just make space and expect it to come, and it will come. Okay, let's see here what we have for our lovely Pisces. Yep, you're not seeing it coming, but it's coming. You're bored of the wait, you're tired of the wait. Time is very important in this read. You don't see it coming, and you won't. Things always happen when we least expect it, right? Just say you had a moment in your life where you wasn't expecting to meet somebody and fall in love. This is what it feels like. It feels like just when you're not expecting it, or when you're just giving up, here it appears. Here it comes, that Ace of Cups. Because there's now space for it to come. When we ask the universe for anything you want, you can do this with manifesting a car, which I've also done. Just make space for it. And it will come. Ask less when, but, you know, make room for... Actually, I think I seen... I like stand-up comedy, so I think Steve Harvey even tells a story about, like, he was saying to his mum or something, I'm gonna buy a new car and things like that, and she said, well, you've got no place to put a car because you've got this old junk car on the driveway. I might not be telling it correctly because it just popped into my mind as like a memory there. So, you know, he went away and he came back and he said, I'm gonna buy a new car, it's going to be the best, blah, blah, blah. And she said, well, you've got nowhere to put it. So it's like how the divine speaks to us. It might not be how we would expect, right? So he said eventually he realized, you know, where could he put his new car? So he had the old car towed away and then the new car came. And you might think, well, Steve Harvey is rich and stuff like that, but he wasn't always, right? If you've heard that, you know, he was, you know, penniless and traveling comic, and I think he had $35 or something like that. I'm not 100%, but it's about making space for whatever it is you desire to come into your life. Okay, 3 of Wands. It'll be worth the wait, and the wait is nearly over because this is what you've been waiting for coming towards you. So don't doubt it, because this might be what's happening here in the 4 of Cups. Because you've waited for it, you're starting to doubt it. Or starting to allow your energy to drop and feeling disappointed, discontented here. Look, I did all the good stuff and nothing happened. Nothing's happening right now. I'm bored. 4 of Cups, I've done all the hard work. What shall I do? Wait for it to come to you. That's all you have to do. So whatever this is, whoever this is, they're on their way. This good news, this whatever it is you've been waiting for is coming to you here. Your ships are coming in with the 3 of Wands. I guess you have waited a long time for it. And like I said, this could even be money for some. This seems more like a love that has a legacy with it, with the 10 of Pentacles. Either you'll create a family with this person or become like a blended family, or your family will talk about this love long after you're gone, sort of thing. This love leaves this kind of legacy. If this is finances that you're waiting to come towards you, you got a lot of money coming. 10 of Pentacles, it's going to rain money on you guys. So don't give up. Whatever your dream is here, whatever you're manifesting, if it's your creative dream here with the Wands, you know, your creative idea, don't let it pass you by. Don't give up on it by doubting it, because it's almost here. 3 of Wands is a very short waiting period. Because, you know, if you start out with tarot, you'll know the 7 of Pentacles is a long waiting period and putting energy and time into things that are not serving you. So you could have waited a long period of time already. And now we're seeing the 3 of Wands, which means it's almost here. Allow it, embrace it, be excited for it, even if you can't see it. If your intuition, Pisces, will let you know that it's coming, right? Yeah, change is here. The Death card, transformation, could be coming at the end of October, which will be Scorpio season, beginning of November, right? This transformation is coming to your life. I almost feel like those sweet memories are coming to life. So I know this video is a lot about manifesting, but it's how we manifest things for our future, even if it is with a past person. We don't sit and think about memories. We project what we want for our future and daydream, let's say, about what can be, what will be, what we hope to be, right? What is, rather than what was. But there is this transformation coming now, this change. I feel like it's almost unexpected with the Death card here. Sort of like as quick as, like, you know, an ending would come, and a new beginning will come as quickly as well. So it's almost unexpected energy that I'm feeling with the Death card. But nonetheless, it's still transformative. This might be a time frame for some of you because of the concern with time. So if you came in here like, when, this is what we're seeing here with the Death card. Scorpio season will be good for you guys because it's a watery season as well. So it'll be easier to change and manifest things during this time. 10 of Wands. We see these big shifts coming for you, don't we? 10 of Pentacles, the Death card. 10 of Wands now. So all this that you've been struggling and facing seems like alone. It's coming to an end. I feel like you could have even started a big project and things like that, or you could be starting a big creative project, but this seems like a lot of things you've struggled through on your own. Those sort of times have coming to an end. So I feel like this major shift in your life, this turning point where this change comes now. So let's say the first half of your life, all you've done is struggle. It's funny, my husband's a Pisces. He always jokes with me and he says, it's only the first 80 years that's hard. So I'm seeing like the first half of your life, it's felt alone. It's felt like struggle. It's felt like there were some good bits, but you know, they was short-lived compared to maybe the negatives that you would experience or the lessons that you would experience. But don't forget, with those lessons, you now have huge value from those lessons. You know, you're able to change those things into something worthwhile. So I see you take on this very transformative energy here with Scorpio season, because that's what Scorpios do, right? Transform. It could be a Scorpio that you're waiting on. Like I said, I'm a Scorpio, my husband's a Pisces here. So it could be some news here or somebody coming into your life who it feels like you're destined to be with, because you're going through, it's like you're waiting here in the first half. You don't know it's coming, but then there's these big changes, shifts, and things that can look all crazy in the beginning. And look like stress and many things going on and many things to do here, and that you have to face them alone. But it brings around this beautiful change. This is what I'm feeling coming. You know, there's these endings, there's these facing problems on your own and knowing that's not what you want and making the changes within yourself. Realizing that you can't change another person, but the change comes with you, right? And I feel for some, you're calling in a twin here, as we see these twins up here. So this is a huge, I've seen it, so I have to say it, the Princess of Cups there and the 8 of Wands. So some good news coming in for sure, some communication that you've been waiting for, somebody laying their feelings on the table here. So I definitely feel there is this element of a love coming towards you here that's meant to be, because we're waiting in that energy like I've done all the work, and maybe a little bit of anticipation that it's not coming, or when is it coming. So I feel like trust the process here. These endings and that are coming around here that you had to experience are to make way for this love that's coming into your life. Yep, there you go, for the new beginning. The endings had to make way for this new beginning here. You could be seeing 1111 at this time, 444, we see 11 here. So, and all these 10s here, so it's a 1, a 1, so 1, 1, 11, right? 11, 11. We see a 4 here, we see a 4 here, letting you know you're on track, and also a 4 here. So I always post what the numbers mean on my community section. So, you know, if you're seeing particular numbers, just keep an eye out in the community section. I'll have a post there. But this is that new beginning that you've waited for. It's like, it feels like breaking dawn. All the other reads came out with breaking dawn, but this feels like it's a new day. And everything that you've been through, and It'll all start to make sense and fall into place. You'll have hindsight. Oh yeah, I had to get rid of that person or that family issue. I had to get rid of that partner or whatever. I had to stand on my own. I had to change myself in order to get here, to be ready to be in the receiving energy, in the energy of love here. I feel like there's something just getting closer and closer to you. Ooh, the Sun. Wonderful. Highest card in the deck for love. So, you know, I was saying something's getting closer and closer. Love is getting closer and closer to you here. Because of this major healing, this major clarity and clearing of your energy, of your space, of your life that's been going on here that transformed you. Now you'll see. Hindsight, like I said, now you'll see. Now you'll have that clarity because that comes with healing, right? Let's see here. I'm just so excited I want to see who's coming. So now you've cleared the way. Now things will manifest. The Magician. Alchemist in this deck. But I'm just as excited as you guys to see what's coming for you next. Because I can see a lot of struggle, a lot of challenges, a lot of slow energy, a lot of changes that can make us feel quite fearful if we're not on the right track. Hold us back. We can end up working too hard here at the 10 of Wands and doing too much for other people and not receiving it in return. So then we have to go through a lesson where we need to stop doing that and make those changes. Now you're at this point, number 1. Right? The Fool is 0. So that's the start of a new lesson. So you've been through the lesson. Now it's time for your new beginning. It's time to receive. It's time to manifest. It's time to receive. The World. New doors, new windows, every possibility now opening up to you. Everything that where there was some unfinished business is going to close down. You're going to get closure. That doesn't mean that you'll never see those people again or anything like that. It's closure. It's putting things to rest. It's like being able to move forward into this new world, into embracing, into receiving, into anything you want being yours because you know how to manifest it now. You know how to clear the way. And you wouldn't have known if you didn't experience those things. So I always say to people, never hate what made you change or made you grow. Because that would be like hating yourself. And that blocks manifestations. So I wondered at the beginning of the reading, why do I keep getting the messages about manifestations? And now we see the Alchemist here. The world's your oyster, Pisces. Manifest anything you desire, anything you want. Doesn't have to be a romantic partner. Doesn't have to be a new car. Anything you want. The possibilities here are limitless because the soul is limitless. Eight of Cups. Emotional withdrawal. So let's say we started with the Four of Cups and you're feeling a little bit bored and discontented, unhappy. The more you focus on that at this time, the more it will grow. Okay, whatever we focus on will grow. So the more we focus on that, it'll double into the Eight of Cups, emotional withdrawal, people walking away from us, you know, things seeming elusive to us. So don't focus on what you don't have. Focus on all these positive things that are coming for you now, all the changes. If you want to reflect, because the planets in retrograde make us want to reflect. If we want to reflect, say, hey, I see why, you know, I went through that struggle so that I wouldn't accept that again. I see why I now had to learn to love myself before allowing somebody else to come in. I'm thankful for it. Gratitude. Make the memories sweet rather than bitter. Right? Walk away from anything that's not serving you here. Embrace it. The 8 is infinity. We were speaking of limitless infinity. Anything you want will come to you, even things that are from your past. If we walk away from negative emotions tied to them and transmute those emotions during this watery season that's coming up, Scorpio, it will be really great for you, right? Because water is mutable. It's ice, it's running, it's frost, it's, you know, everything, right? Gives us life, can take a life. You can swim in it, you can cleanse us, it can heal us, everything. So use that season to really be this alchemist and embrace your inner power. Use your inner magic to clear your space, your mind, your heart, so that you're open to receive anything you desire. Good luck, guys.